Hello everyone, this is Whitehawk and welcome back to Super Fluttershy Land 2. Last time we completed the Great and Powerful Trixie Zone. Now we're gonna go straight into the Turtle Zone, I believe. Yep, Turtle Zone. Don't know why they didn't just call it Water Zone, but whatever, let's just proceed. There's only 3 stages in this zone apparently. So today it might either be a short episode or we might actually start up the next zone right after this. Fluttershy's water sprite looks a little strange, and these sharks with boxing gloves, we can't defeat them. Unless we have a star, I think. Not sure. And it's very difficult to see what's above me right now. Anyway, this is pretty much a typical water level. Except with sharks with boxing gloves, I guess. And we got the classic Cheep, I think, right there. Super Mario World look, I believe. Well... Oh. Those are... pufferfishes, I guess? I don't know what their real life name is, but... probably have a more Mario name somewhere. I think the real attraction here in these water levels is the sharks with the boxing gloves. Or just sharks in general attracts lots of attention, and in a Mario game, it's sure to be a sight. Of course, enemy-wise, they're not all that different from the Cheeps. And that was this stage. It happened. Oh, the only site of interest was those sharks. I wonder how they would look if they were ponyfied. 3 lives. Yeah, this is by far the easiest of the minigames. I think there's only 2, actually? Well, we're almost already 1/3 done with this level, but this level right here, it's a lot more, it's something else. It's probably one of the more memorable levels of Super Mario Land 2, to be honest. Or, should I say, Super Fluttershy Land 2. Yeah, and we have the dry bone fish right there. Can't remember what their Mario name is. And we got Gordo. Well, maybe? Not sure what their actual name is. Not sure what the name of any of these enemies are, except for the really, really popular ones. Anyway, we're on the search for something. I think it's right above there, to be honest. Yep. Please hit us again, Mr. Turtle. And now we can proceed down here. You can only go through this passage if you're small, obviously. But there's this section here which is kind of dangerous. Because these spikes will move down. Better get a good feel for them. Since you move so slowly when you're small and on the ground, you'll want to occasionally jump in the air. Well, not in the air, but in the water like this. You can walk under this, though. Yeah, that fish is going down. Oh goodness. It passes the other way too. Okay. Dang! Well, I screwed that up. Hold on, we'll transit back into that section. It's kind of... Alright. Oh, what? That hit me? Guess I should be more careful. I don't know how that hit me. Okay. Now let's wait for Mr. Fish to leave this area. Well, I don't think it leaves, I think it just patrols in a circle. Yep, let's just go. Okay. And now we've got a shark. Please go over us, thank you. And I think, yeah, finally. Okay, getting this secret goal, I think it's one of the... either the toughest one, or at the very least one of the toughest ones. But yeah, getting the secret goal, we go above underwater into this small island over here. Which I don't think we can actually view from the overworld. Otherwise, unless we are here. Anyway, let's repower up. And break the blocks. I jump on these. There we go. Oh goodness, that was terrible, sorry. I apologize for that terrible attempt at singing. And in case you haven't noticed, breaking these blocks changed what was a W assembly of them into an M. Of course, that's only if you break them all, but... So yeah, this, I believe this is for the most part one of the easier areas, and that A, R, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, the first, we had M, and we have A, R, I, and one more, her. Oh, Mario. Of course, originally pointed out Wario, but we don't want that now, do we? Wario. I mean, Mario Land 2. Oh yeah, this is basically an easy bonus area. Of course, it's saying Fluttershy Land 2 would make the whole stage too big, and Fluttershy's face just glitched at the last second over there. Did you guys notice? Oh well. Anyway, let's do this level proper. It's still memorable even if you don't take the secret exit into account. Of course, the flight power-up is completely useless in these types of levels, so I don't know why I brought it over. Pass by here. Oops. Well, that's a trick. Mario Land, well, Super Fluttershy Land 2 and its invisible blocks once again. Don't know why you use them so much. Usually, invisible blocks in the mainline Mario series, it's supposed to be for one-ups, and it's usually in secluded areas where no one can possibly get hurt. Then again, Super Mario Bros. 2 lost levels that abused them quite a lot. For the benefit of people laughing at us, of course. I remember in Super Mario Bros. Level... Okay. Invincibility. In Super Mario Bros. Lost Levels, there's this castle, I think it's the 7th castle, maybe the 6th, maybe the 4th even, where you have to find an invisible block to actually proceed further down. But I think what I did is I actually glitched into a space where we were supposed to go to, so I didn't have to find invisible blocks, so I never really learned about them. Going left sends us in a loop, so I wouldn't do it unless you're going for goodies. But we already have the flight power up and we don't really need more coins, so let's just ignore it. Yeah, getting there's a fire flower just up this pipe. Yeah, it's a... Thank you. And now the painstaking walking under the corridor, just to be safe. We can enjoy some of our flight power-up right here. Just mind what are those things supposed to be anyway? Are they like sabers? Swords? Look like over... Oh goodness. Well, we got the bell at least. I thought the platforms were gonna fall, that's why I kinda panicked. We want a carrot. Oh good, we got it. That was lucky, to be honest. Not only is this game easy, it's very generous. And we're already at the boss, and we woke up the whale, I think. Now this is something else. Another memorable stage. Not as memorable as the previous one, though. And we're playing as Pinkie Pie since this is a cave level, quote-unquote. These stains, they're actually not it's not actually a platform. We can actually go through it for some reason. I don't know what it's supposed to be, though. Kinda weird. And these are supposed to be teeth, I guess? I think it makes more sense than the knives, but... Like, compare these teeth to the ones that move in and retract and Whatever. And why is there a flying Goomba just standing right there? Anyway, despite the impressive look of the stage, it's still a very plain one. I don't know how that didn't hit us. Oh, we killed 100 enemies. That means we get a free star. And we can skip this section easily. And we can kill even the dry bone fish. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but flight power up, you can't spin jump while you have it. It's its one weakness. And now it's time for the boss. I think this boss is kind of tricky, to be honest. Obviously, we have to jump on its head. Okay, this is weird. I distinctly remember there being spikes at the top of the level. But I guess I'm thinking of another game? Maybe Wario Land 3. I mean, Wario Land 1. Like Super Mario Land 3, Wario Land. So yeah, that was actually a lot easier than I remembered. It's only been 12 minutes and a half that I've been playing, so I guess we can squeeze in one more stage. We're already half done with the game. For the most part. Anyway, now we're going to the pumpkin zone. Huh, yeah, I would call this the witch zone more appropriately though. Anyway, special thing about this area, there's multiple secret areas, but we're not going to see any. We only have the time for one stage. So yeah, compared to Mario Zone or Trixie Zone, the teaming of the areas over here is a lot more consistent. Like, this is obviously supposed to be a reference to God stages and stuff. Halloween themed, let's say. Like, are these Goombas wearing Freddy masks with swords planted in the middle of them? Also, these stages are kind of larger than usual. Oh goodness, it's the Mega Man. Well, it's not Mega Man style, but kind of very reminiscent of them because of the way they go in and out. It also shows off how limited the Game Boy's selection of color really was. Only 4 colors to display all these graphics. And mind the spikes that fall. And we got hit somehow. At least we get our spin jump back. So yeah, for the most part, Super Mario Land 2. Oh goodness, is that a vampire? That was something. Shoots out bats, and there seems to be a passage up there. That we missed the freaking goal. Don't look at me like that, I want that goal. Don't know how to get up there though. If we can. Or wait, actually... Nope, no invisible blocks. So I guess that's just a red hair. And we got the bell. Well, that'll be our last stage of this video, so... Again, this skinny game. I like it, but... I like some variety too. We didn't get it. Dang. Oh well. So we're just gonna be super for our next stage. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a very nice day. Next time, we're gonna get 2 secret areas as well as finishing off the rest of the Pumpkin Zone. It's pretty much the biggest area of Super Mario Land 2.